Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and it's part 9 of our Bring Back Max Power series, where we're continuing to look at the May 2002 edition of Max Power magazine. So why are we bringing back Max Power? Well, on the 23rd of July 2023, we'll be heading to the Max Power reunion show at the Staffordshire County Showground in Stafford. Where you'll see cars from Peugeot Ecos, Charisma Auto Design, many Max Power era cars, probably including some of the Max Power project cars there, DJ Richie Dawn, and much more. If you want to know how to exhibit your car or purchase tickets for a Max Power reunion show, then head over to the Max Power Reunion Show Instagram page and follow the links there to the website to purchase tickets. So, without much further ado, let's get on and check out this part of Bring Back Max Power. So we kick off with a double page spread for selldirect.com. So if you were looking for a stereo back in the day, then you'd have a vast choice from Sony, Pioneer, Kenwood, Alpine, Panasonic, Clarion, Blueprint, from there. Just going to turn the page over. And again, we've got another double page spread from selldirect.com. So this is like subs and amps. So you've got your Alpine amps, Calibre amps, directed audio, Phoenix Gold, Calibre subs, Kenwood, Clarion DVD players, Panasonic DVD players, Centurion, Kenwood amps, Rockford Fosgate, Centurion, Pioneer, Motovision, Sony PS1, roof-mounted DVD players. Then we have an advert for letsbuycaraudio.com, so specialists in Kenwood, Pioneer, Panasonic, Sony, Alpine, Infiniti, Genesis. Moving on, we've got an advert for icetectronics.com. Who needs a girlfriend? So you've got your Jedisi radar detector at Max Power tested here. CD receivers, mini disc receivers, MP3, multimedia speakers. And we move on to our next feature car, which is an MGZT hearing aid. This kicking Kenwood Ice car even gets completely deaf old biddies dancing in the street. So we've got an advert for Auto Acoustics, Steal the Box, In-Car Entertainment Centre, pre-summer sale. If you can buy cheaper, tell us. If you can't, tell your friends it's the Hendon Car Stereo Centre. And here we go, we've got the MGZT. It's the daddy of all head units. So the MGZT was the sporty version of the Rover 75. So if you couldn't do with a Rover badge on the front of your car, then the MG version was probably the best bet if you fancied a sporty car. Then you've got an advert for mcsdirect.co.uk, again specialists in Pioneer, Sony, Kenwood, Clarion, Panasonic, Alpine. Moving over to the Ice car here. An absolute beast. Now, one thing I did note on the MGZT and Rover 75s is if you are putting ice in the boot, make sure your lights are properly sealed, because sometimes water was actually getting into the light units and into the boot. It is quite common. So if you were looking to do this as an ICE car, then probably best to make sure your lights are sealed in case your ICE gets damaged. Then we've got a double page spread for bassjunkies.com. So you've got Kenwood CD changer packages, CD receivers, Kenwood cassettes, Pioneer CD changer packages. You've got your Sony, Rockford Fosgates, JBL, Boschman amps, Jensen, JBL GTB 1200 450 watt 12-inch sub, £89. That's a bit of a bargain. And again, amps and speakers or sub speakers from Bass Junkies here. 6x9s. Moving over to the next page, we've got an advert for Mixmag, the UK's biggest club culture magazine. So you've got Dido and Faithless there. Is this really your car, sir? This is Max Power Insurance, recommended insurers. So, hot tips if you're shopping for insurance. Never tell porkies about your car, age, experience or driving record. It's a criminal offence. Get some form of Fatcham approved security on your motor. It should bring your premium down. Consider taking a higher excess on your policy to get a lower premium. Have your car garaged. If you don't have a garage, consider renting one. Now, if you were actually looking for a car, and you quite like to look at a car, why you could have considered an AA car one back in the day. You find the car, we'll find the cash. Then we have an insurance advert for Performance Direct. It's on experts on modified cars, hot hatches, performance cars, standard cars, convicted drivers. And we have our next feature cars, which are a couple of Saxos. So we've got Beauty and the Beast. What's better, head-turning style or loads of horses? Saxo owners Lee, Style and Rob, horsepower, fight it out. Then we've got an advert for caught buying car insurance without due care and attention from Sure Term Direct. Mad, Bad or Unlucky, that's Allen & Allen car insurance. And Carter Gilbrook says, stunning insurance. Do you require insurance in the next 7 days? Then if yes, then call us now. So what do you prefer, style or performance on your Saxo? So let's have a look at the Greenie Saxo. So this is a 1587cc 4-cylinder 8-valve. It's got a stage 1 Rotrex supercharger, K&N filter, it's got a Unichip piggyback ECU and 5th injector controller, GMC 4-into-1 race manifold. It's got Saxo diesel exhaust centre section because it's got a larger bore and no cat. Janspeed S1 stainless steel backbox. Transmission is a standard 5-speed manual with a VTS clutch. Suspension has been lowered 60mm on PI springs, sparkle strut brace, rear torsion bar adjusted 80mm drop, and it's on its standard shocks. Braking system's taken care of with 285 GMC drilled and grooved discs with standard calipers. On the rear it's standard discs with green stuff pads. Wheels and tyres are 6.5 by 15-inch TSW Alpines on 195/45 R15 Viking tyres. It's got a meshed grille, Seat Ibiza front splitter, M3 mirrors, Mondeo splitter on rear bumper, 206 aerial, Mark II Saxo rear wiper. It's got Carboa Carrera buckets, Sabelt 3-point harnesses, Momo gear knob, Momo Fighter steering wheel, Sparkle drilled pedals, Richbrook handbrake with L4 lever gator, Lockwood white dial kit with red needles. Ice-wise, it's got a Sony mini disc head unit and 10 disc changer, Sony components in the front doors, Sony 6x9s, Pioneer 12-inch sub and enclosure, JBL 80.4 amp, Legacy 400 watt amp. Max power 150 brake horsepower, max speed of 140 mph, 7.3 seconds to 60. Okay, let's have a look at the red Saxo. Engine wise, it's got a 1360cc 4-cylinder 8-valve, Piper 270 fast road cam, Magnex decat pipe, Piper back box, Piper cross induction kit. It's got standard out of the factory 5-speed gearbox. Suspension wise, it's lowered 45mm on PI springs and standard shocks. The rear torsion bar has been reset to match, and it's got Kone adjustable shock absorbers. Braking system is totally standard. Wheels and tyres are 7x17-inch Fox Evo 2 alloys with 205/40 ZR17 Marshall tyres. Bodywork is a Mersey-Speed Evo front bumper, mesh grille, bad boy bonnet with replica Escort Cosworth events, Severn side motorsport bulge and custom cutouts, Storm single wiper conversion, green tinted side repeaters and clusters, M3 style mirrors, R&A aerial, ESP side skirts, West Coast badging removed from rub strips and replaced with SSC badges. It's got a Citroen filler cap, tinted windows, VTS rear spoiler, a 206 rear wiper, rear bumper colour coded cut and meshed side tuning rear diffuser. It's got Cobra Clubman bucket seats in the front, sparkle harnesses, Richbrook gear knob and tax disc holder. Volatech handbrake lever, rear seats removed to lighten the car and accommodate the ice. Ice-wise, it's got Pioneer head unit and 6-disc CD changer, 2 Alpine 500 watt 12-inch subs, Pioneer 8-inch 300 watt speakers, Nexus Liberator 800 watt amplifier, 480 watt power concept amplifier, Fard capacitor. Performance 90 brake horsepower. Max speed 120 mph and a 0 to 60 in a staggering 11 seconds. So there we have part 9 of Bring Back Max Power. We'll be back in a couple of days' time when we start to go through the insurance pages of this edition of Max Power magazine. This was how you would find car insurance back in the day before the likes of Compare the Market, Money Supermarket and the like, and other insurance search engines on the interwebs. But for now, I'd just like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and we'll catch you in another Bring Back Max Power session very soon. Farewell.